We have here the double French braid down into one, and we did a video on this just a few minutes ago and decided afterwards that it'd be kind of fun to play with it and put it in a little bun. So I'm going to take this and wrap it up and around, kind of like that. Then I'm going to take a big elastic to secure that in. I want these little guys to stay up here so they kind of poke out at the top. Okay, and then I'm just going to take some bobby pins and pin it around inside. We haven't worn this yet, so I would recommend putting a lot of bobby pins in it first. It's a little bit, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the hair that Katniss wore when she was getting ready to go to the briefing. She had kind of a fun bun thing going. So just kind of pin it around. Use your judgment, stick them wherever you think they need to go. Kind of put something on this side. That's it, right there. This is kind of, it's messy, but it's just kind of fun. Let me pin that lump down though. Okay. So there's just kind of a fun way to wrap that up into kind of a messy braided bun. Good luck with that one. Okay, we're going to do a side fish braid on her today. And so I've got her hair pulled around into this side ponytail right here on this side. And I got it on the side that all the hair comes over. And I'm just going to split her hair into half. And then we just start doing the fish braid. You bring a section from the outside and bring it to the inside. Section from the outside, bring it to the inside. We're just going to do this the whole way down. Her hair is dry. It might work better if you dampen it up a little bit. Now, again, a fish braid can take a long time depending on the size of hair you bring over from the sides. You want to be careful though not to make them too fat, because if you pull too thick of a section of hair over, it almost looks like a regular braid. So where I've got all her hair, I'm doing, I don't know, about that much that I'm pulling over. And you just keep working this all the way down. From the outside to the inside. Outside to the inside. Okay, I like to just poke my pointer finger up through and bring it around. Some people may not be comfortable with that, and so you can just pick up a piece and bring it around on each side. If you want to do it that way, that's fine too. Either way. I think this is a little faster for me, but it may not be for you. So from the outside to the inside. Nope, see, I started to get some thicker hair. Wanting to hurry. Fish braids can take a long time. So I'm going to pin them down a little bit. And it's always best if they're the same thickness. Truly, truly. off with an elastic. Right about here. Looks good. Okay, and there you have a side fish braid ponytail. Hi, I'm Deanne from boysandgirlshairstyles.com. Today we're going to redo our Katniss Braid. The first video we did on Katniss Braid was before the video came out, the movie came out, back in March. And I started the braid a little high and a little forward, and it's bugged me ever since. So we're going to redo it today since the movie's out on video. The braiding technique that we did in the original video is still the same. I'm just going to show you really where to start it better. So when you go to start your Katniss braid, you're going to want to start it down here behind the ear. Her braid goes pretty much almost from ear to ear, so it starts low. And so you're going to want to take like this whole front section in front of the ear to start the braid out with. And so again, you're doing the Dutch braid, which is different from a regular French braid, because in a regular French braid you take the hair over, and in a Dutch French braid you're going to take the hair under. So the first, I'm going to take that piece under, and then I'm going to take this piece under. Okay, and now just like you would in a regular French braid, we're going to grab a piece of hair from up here, combine it with this one, and then bring it under. And I use my middle finger to kind of hook and hold it down while I pull it under. A lot of people say that the Dutch braid they feel is a little more difficult than a regular braid. Bring it together, and there's my middle finger. I just use that to kind of hook it and pull it in. I think it might be a little more difficult because you're going under and you can't see quite as well, and your fingers aren't as used to it, so it feels like it gets tangled up a little easier. Okay, so we're just going to, from the bottom, bring it in. Comb it out a little bit. Okay, now a really cool thing, Mindy from CuteGirlsHairstyles.com was actually able to have a FaceTime conversation with the lady that did the hair in the Hunger Games. And in that conversation, she was able to learn a lot of fun things about the hair techniques that were used in making that movie. One of the things that we learned from that FaceTime is that they used a tool called a top styler. Right, if you want to just use your fingers to kind of straighten things out, you can. But they used a tool called a top styler and they curled the top section of the hair before they did the braid to give it some texture. And she has a video on that shows you how to use that top styler tool to create that texture on the top. So that's kind of a fun one to watch and hear.
Also, wireless.
Okay, then I'm just going to finish it up over here. On this side, I just pulled the rest of that hair in. And then you're going to just keep braiding it down. So this is a little more accurate as far as the starting point on the hair. So start it behind the ear. You know what, let me just straighten this out a little bit right here. It's a little looser than I want it to be. And you know, her braid isn't perfect in the movie either, so that's good. But anyway, so start it low behind the ear right there, and then if you want it to be really super authentic, then you can kind of curl that top layer. So there is, once again, an updated Katniss braid. And we appreciate all of you guys for watching us, and hopefully this will help you a little bit
make your Katniss braid a little more accurate.